All right, this is your Egalitarian AF Truth Drop, January 7th, 2026, Part 3. We're here to share independent news, media, and truth from U.S. and around the globe. Let's get into it. We save the greatest continent for last, the greatest continent for last, the one that has the most resources, and the one where humanity's existence began. Africa. In the Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo, renewed fighting has displaced tens of thousands of people, forcing many to flee across the border into Burundi. Armed groups, including M23, continue operating despite regional peace efforts, escalating insecurity and cutting off access to aid. Human rights organizations say civilians are being trapped between armed actors, while calls for accountability for war crimes remain unanswered. Displacement on this scale doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of prolonged conflict, resource extraction interests, and international inaction. This is not being talked about. This is not on your algorithm. This is not really being talked about. It's been silenced. But the Congo has been looted of its resources, and it is mainly caused by those in the West and the European countries. So, free the Congo. Free the Congo. In Sudan, the U.S. and Saudi Arabia are pushing for a humanitarian truce as fighting continues across the country. Well, I'll say one thing. If the U.S. and Saudi Arabia is trying to be involved in any type of truce, it's not going to be a real truce. They're in it for their own gain, for their own power, and for their own reasons, not for Sudan. Even as talks proceed, a drone strike killed one person at the Sudan Shield camp in Al Jazarah, Jazirah, underscoring how fragile these efforts are. Aid groups warn that negotiations without enforcement leave civilians exposed. Camps meant to provide safety are increasingly becoming targets, showing the gap between diplomacy and protection on the ground. All of this is caused by the UAE, Israel, and the U.S. Free Sudan. Free Sudan. Free Sudan. When peace talks move slower than weapons, civilians become collateral. Humanitarian crises deepen when accountability is delayed and power is left unchecked. Free all oppressed people and follow us on these social media sites.